Hey y'all, it's American Mom. I am ready to get back into How to Get Away with Murder. This is episode 5 called We're Not Friends. So much is happening. There's nothing new that I've thought of or didn't say in the review last time. So I just want to get into the next episode because it's always those last few minutes that it twists and you go, and that's when I usually talk about, what we've just seen is in the review. So I just want to get right into this episode. All right, let's do this. Yeah.
Hey, who's there?
Her and Frank.
Can we go?
A little more than they let on, isn't it? What's that about? Topless photo.
Why is Frank calling
Yeah.
me? What? I saw your phone, Laurel. What the hell's going on? I swear to God, Laurel, if you told him anything. I slept with him. Okay?
Surprise!
Certainly you take that
6
into
weeks
account
earlier.
when picking a jury.
Getting closer.
Mr. Johansson, can you
I
tell
wasn't
me
showing off. I was answering your question. How do defense attorneys get screwed by juries? Mentioning stealth jurors was me giving an example.
It's the first time she's spoken up. Look, I don't know if
Somebody woke up in the mood to fight this morning.
does she like it or...
I was thinking before we turn it over to the police, we can trace the cell number of the guy who sent those
I'm
photos.
not sure we should turn it in at all. Don't you dare say that you were just sending photos because I know you were screwing her. How long did it go on?
Just the summer. She was in my class. She started coming to my office hours.
How many times?
I don't know.
That's a lot, if you don't know.
Then why did you lie to me?
I was afraid you'd think I hurt her. And I could never do that. You know me. Annie, she was just lost.
Just like you found me.
No.
That's how you like your mistresses, huh? Weak, broken messes that you just clean up.
Okay, this was not us. You were never just some affair.
Tell that to your first wife.
Oh.
Stop. Just
Get out! You just get out! Get out!
Why are they still downstairs? Are they working? The lady, why is she still there? Golly. And why would you marry somebody that cheated on their wife? Of course he was going to do it again. And why does she keep looking at him like that? What do they have going on?
I mean, the fact that he was a cop just made it impossible to get help. And calling them was only going to make him come down harder on her later. I don't know, I guess I just couldn't do nothing anymore. So I walked into his bedroom, got his gun. And the next thing I remember is the gun in my hand and Dad on the floor.
So you don't remember doing it?
Ryan, please don't say.
I'm glad I shot him.
Okay, how do you defend that? Self-defense.
We're not just fighting a murder charge. We're fighting the police. So, how do we win this? Not based on evidence, but the emotions of the jury. What have you heard in the media about my client?
the short version? That he's a sociopathic cop killer.
I'd like to challenge Juror 505 for cause.
Juror dismissed.
Are you married?
Divorced.
Happily?
Happily divorced? Oh, Lord, yes.
The defense accepts this juror? When police test
You don't call the police in my neighborhood.
Excuse.
every juror you let in that box can decide your client's fate.
That episode of NYPD Blue where Detective Simone died still makes
Excused.
Excuse.
Your Honor, I'd like to file a motion to exclude testimony of the alleged abuse of Sharon Ramini.
Your Honor, the prosecution has had weeks to file this motion. She deliberately waited until after voir dire to undermine my defense.
In fact, Mrs. Ramini never once filed a report with the police.
How could she
Ah,
when the people
shit.
that she called for help are the drinking buddies of the abuser?
That's
So
true.
you're admitting you have no actual evidence of the abuse?
Your Honor.
My hands are tied, Miss Keating.
There's no case. She doesn't have anything to work on with. Wow. This is going to be of a twist, though.
Our whole case just got thrown out. Ryan's going to prison for the rest of his life, where he will probably become somebody's bitch boy. And that's actually the good option, considering his dad's cop buddies might beat him to death first. Ryan.
Oopsies.
I've heard worse.
I'm assigning each of you your own pet jurors to watch.
Lumberjack? I don't want this guy.
Oh, not your type. I'll take him if you give me sexy librarian.
If we could get one of the prosecution's witnesses to mention it on the stand, then everything he ever wrote can be allowed into evidence. Stay up all night.
He performed a song at the talent show once. The lyrics were disturbing.
Can you remember what they were?
Gonna put some hot lead in my daddy's head. Was this spring? April, I think?
So, April 2014?
That's correct.
Got it. What is it?
Objection.
I'm just corroborating
It's
the
a
facts
poem or
presented by the
something.
prosecution's own witness.
He didn't write it.
Sit down.
These lyrics were first published on Ryan's blog in January 2014, 3 months previous to the talent show. Therefore, all entries are open to testimony, including the entries where he describes his father's physical abuse against his mother.
Objection. Your Honor already ruled.
That was before you walked the abuse into this courtroom with your own witness.
Need to see this blog, Miss Keating.
Andy scares me.
I'll allow it into evidence.
Yeah.
And therefore, the abuse.
Your Honor.
Rule number 106 of the evidence code, Miss Barker. Overruled.
Police are pissed.
Well done.
Annalise doesn't want to use it yet, I know.
You talked to her?
Yeah, she called me this morning, wanted to make sure I was okay. Or you think I did it?
I don't know. I don't think so. I don't know.
Lawyers don't ask their clients that.
You're supposed to say, of course I don't think you did it. God, what kind of a terrible lawyer are you? I just like making people feel uncomfortable.
Works.
Makes me feel better for some reason.
So I'm not the only one with issues.
When do y'all start getting together? She has too much on her mind to decline. That's right. But you shouldn't have married him to begin with, so. God, in 6 weeks he ends up dead. That's still in the back of my mind too, along with all these other cases. I'm like, who did it?
I told my boss about us, that I was investigating Sam.
No, I would never.
Come on, enough with the lies.
Nate, please, you have to believe me. I
don't
would...
believe you. You want to sleep next to a killer? Go for it. That's right. I lied too. Sam wasn't where Yale the night Lila got
Yep.
killed.
Oh God, her heart's in her throat now. And who got him fired? Sam?
What?
Where the hell are you?
The bonfire. Stop calling me. You lied to me just so that you could screw me, add me to your list of student conquests.
I messed up. I know that.
Jury nullification? It's illegal.
To tell the jury about it, yeah. It's not illegal for them to do it.
See, why didn't she end up with him? He's cute. And he's not Frank.
I know how you got Rebecca's confession tape.
Detective Leahy illegally searched through Mr. Keating's car last night.
Because you know I'd never let you air my dirty laundry to the police.
I thought you had enough on your plate.
Don't you dare say that you were doing this for me. Because we both know what person in this house you did it for, and it wasn't me.
Sam, but why? Do they have a past?
I'm sorry. But thank you for protecting my husband, though.
I worked by his side for 8 years. That's just not the guy I knew.
To your knowledge, do you believe that Officer Amini could ever have harmed his wife?
No, the opposite, really.
Because they live with
He was
them.
very protective of Sharon.
Mhm.
She was fragile. He called her every day, several times, just to check up on her.
I love how people that work with somebody are like, they're not like that.
I want to feel like we're doing something good for once. Why is that so hard for everyone to understand?
Lumberjack just messaged me.
That's what you've been doing on your gay sex?
The juror?
Yeah. I've been stalking him on Humper, waiting for him to out himself.
Oh.
And he finally bit. Say?
Yeah, what do you say?
All cop killers deserve to fry. Especially little bitches who don't know how to respect their daddy. Did you write that message to a gentleman called 8 is Great on this dating app?
See? Sexting pays off.
That he'd get away with it because he was a policeman. And no one would believe it if he killed his wife. He told me no one would protect me.
They're not buying it.
Someone did. He shouldn't go to jail for that.
Well, he has to be punished. He killed somebody, but...
Did he have his gun aimed at your head, for example?
No.
Right. Because your son Ryan was holding your husband's service revolver in his hand. He pointed it at your unarmed husband's back, and he fired a shot that killed him.
I kind of wish it had been more self-defense like that. Then it would be easy to say, I was trying to save her life.
My engagement ring is gone.
Oh, yeah, this moment.
We still need her to return the trophy to Asher's.
There is no way she can do that. Look at her. I'll do it.
How the hell are you gonna do that?
I don't know. I'll figure it out.
What is right is what you feel and what you know in your bones. You would protect them. And that is not a crime. Don't make it one.
Okay, she wants her to read that why.
What did you just do?
You don't need to know.
Not sure. I just know someone let a juror know about nullification.
Just say you know, but you don't want to tell me. If one more man lies to me, I swear to God.
Annalise, I'm not an officer of the court. What you don't know, you don't have to report.
Let her know that the jury's been tampered with.
Oh. She's so smart.
Lying is a criminal act for which I can hold you in contempt.
It was me, Your Honor. I found information that we had the legal right to vote our hearts. I shared it with the rest of the jury.
I have no choice but to declare a mistrial. Jury is discharged.
I don't know how to feel about this.
Due to the abuse defense, the DA no longer thinks he's a sociopath. Therefore, they bumped the charge to juvenile court. You're looking at probation, community service, and counseling.
Okay. That.
Did you hear that? You're gonna be okay.
Aww.
Thank you.
Because he needs it. I mean, he needs treatment and something else, but yeah.
Oh. Apologies.
Douchebag. Aw. Why was this important for her, though? There's a backstory to that. Leave!